already know, but you can just kind of give a quick intro of who you are and like kind of what you do, just for people that don't know who you are.
Yeah, of course, man. What's up? My name is Alex Rodriguez. I'm a marketing owner and also cybersecurity professional.
Oh yeah, boy. Is where were you kind of at before? When you first met me, like revenue, not necessarily revenue eyes, but like as like a business owner, were you kind of like starting with no experience? Do you have previous experience? Like how was that kind of process?
Yeah, good question. So before where I was at before I started working with you, I was in a predicament with how to use my LLC, how to start it up, how to even like get into like the whole business funding. So that's where I got in contact with you, and from there the rest is history.
How was your like business process like previously when you first started? Because were you like making all your expenses out of your like personal account? Was it like affecting your personal credit? Because that's like a really big trend. When people they run all their like all out of one bank account because it's easier. Like how was that running for you?
All my transactions, whether it be business or personal, were through my personal credit. And the main thing that was affecting me was my utilization rate. My utilization rate was getting pretty high up there because all my transactions were getting through my personal. And so that was really affecting one, my credit score, and then two, the interest rate as well.
Yeah, that makes sense because you didn't really have that high of limits on like the personal side, huh, at the beginning because you didn't really have like that experience with credit and stuff.
That's correct. Yeah. So my credit limit was fairly low. And honestly, just being very vulnerable, I didn't know how much credit limit I had until I actually checked and started seeing my utilization rate. So, due to the fact of that, I was getting hit pretty bad.
Like I think you have like 20,000 in funding right now, and that's like just the beginning, bro. And that's like you starting from zero, brand new LLC, right? Because yeah, no, it was brand new LLC. Your LLC hasn't even been formed for a year. It's pretty crazy, bro. Some people have LLCs for 2 years and they get denied. And this is another one because this is a big question right here because a lot of people are kind of hesitant on like funding. They think that like, oh, I'm gonna put myself in debt. I'm gonna end up like homeless on the street, head of Skid Row. Like, how difficult do you think it was like working with us and like learning funding from like a complete beginner until like where you're at right now? Take us through that process. Like, how difficult do you think that was?
100%. So, the process that you took me through from like the very beginning when I started working with you was very simple, super easy. I thought it was literally going to be hard because I think people have the bad idea of, oh, I have to start an LLC, then I have to apply for all these business credit cards and all this stuff. So I think people get the wrong misconception of what it is. However, working with you guys, it was super simple. All the questions that I had, you guys answered them very, dumbed down. It wasn't so hard. So you guys made the process super smooth. The LLC process was fairly simple. You walked me through everything. Basically, you like held my hand. As far as to the business credit side, same process, man. You kept it very easy, and the team just made sure I was well taken care of. And I think another portion that I do say that a lot of people don't do is making sure that the steps are taken properly. So you're very concise on the steps, and also you take accountability pretty serious. So I see that a lot of people don't do that, especially working with someone. They're kind of like at your own rate, but you put a lot of pressure into the consumer to get the actions done. So that was something that I really liked a lot.
That's the biggest thing, especially right now, is people will just be like, "Oh, here's all the information, go do it." But it's like when you're looking to work with someone, you're looking to get to that end result no matter what. Not a matter of like if you get it or not, hopefully type of thing. Like that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? And how do you think that like business funding has helped like your personal life? Because everyone talks about business funding and helping them scale their business, but like personal life. Because I saw like right now, you just moved to your own like apartment. Did they check your credit when you went to get the apartment and you had like lower utilization, better limits, point of reference? Like how do you think it's made you feel? Like even just going out to like travel and you have everything taken care of because of points and all that stuff.
Yeah, good question, man. So ever since I learned a lot about the personal and the business side aspect, how you've given me like all the pointers, it's made my life a lot easier. It's been a blessing, bro. Like I'm blessed to be able to work with you. You got me able to use everything that I have from my personal to my personal side and everything from my business to my business side. So allowed me and it cleared up my name quite a bit to allow me to move into a new apartment, which it was through the business funding. So super great, bro. Super blessed, like I said, and yeah, man, I thank you for it.
Yeah, because bro, the apartment right now is looking so sick, bro. I can't wait to go out there because right now you're
Yeah,
looking all glued out, bro. So
Yeah.
right now, so the 997 course, bro. And
100%.
do you think that when you have business funding, you're able to scale a lot faster in comparison to like previously, where you're without hurting your like personal credit? Because
Hmm.
even if you pay everything off in full, you're still having a high utilization business does.
100%, man. Yeah, 100%. I feel that the biggest thing that we can get out of this is personal, you're very limited. Business, it's very flexible. So regardless of any aspect that you see it as, you're gonna scale because it's very flexible and it's tailored to you. So yeah, man, 100% by the 66 half a year to a year now, the business is gonna scale by a lot.
Where do you like and with that being said, because you said 6 to 12 months from now, like where do you think you would be right now if you never got into business funding? You were kind of like, oh, it's a scam. Like I'm just gonna use the money that I have. Like, and you
Right.
kept using personal credit, personal finances, all of the above to scale. Like, where do you think you would be at like right now, today, July 13th?
Right. Today, I'd probably still be back in the same position that I was at, would still be dealing with the utilization rate, would still be dealing with learning how to manage my business funding, my business income, and my personal all in the same account, right? So I'd probably be in the same aspect, probably even a little bit worse. I'd probably be more stressed than what I was beforehand as well. So yeah, man, that's where I'd probably be at. I believe the number one thing that surprised me a lot was the patience that you gave me. And by that, I mean, there were certain, obviously, everybody has case by case, right? And for you working with me one on one, what you helped me specifically was allowing myself to get the business funding, but the way you did it, like the approach, right? Process was super simple. We ran into a little bit of issues, remember, with my whole address situation, but you helped me clear it up. And after that, it was very simple. So I'd say the patience, the simplicity, and the accountability, man. I'm telling you, those three things go hand to hand to any business aspect, any process aspect. And it was super simple, super fluid.
Based off of like, obviously now you have the access to the 0% capital. You haven't even got like everything. You could still go and get more. Where do you think your business is gonna be in the next 6 to 12 months? Because I know you mentioned kind of like a framework, but like if you
Right.
could really vision that, paint that picture, where is Alex, Mr. Smooth Operator, gonna be in 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, 6 to 12 months, man. I definitely will be utilizing way more of my business funding. Business will be increasing revenue 100%. That's no guarantee. That's a guarantee, I'm sorry. So revenue is going to be increasing, business funding will be utilized, and also one big thing, man, is I'm big into the traveling, so going to be using that as well. And I think
You already
that's
have, huh? You already been using that funding for the traveling?
because I have.
So you're double the revenue, double the traveling, double the
Yeah.
rewards. Let's go, boy. All right,
Double
and this is
dipping.
my final question. What do you say to that person that's on the fence about working with me to get funded, scale their business?
I'd say for people who are trying to work with you, they need to be action takers, man. Like very serious to progressing their business and progressing their aspect of living. I think that business funding isn't talked about a lot, and it's because no one really knows about it. No one's knowledgeable about it. So when they hear about it, they're very iffy and they're kind of thinking that it might be a scam, but bro, it's it's not a scam. it's it's utilized by people who know how to move their business in a certain aspect. So for people out there who are trying to work with yourself, be very serious and know that their results gonna be in your favor regardless. It doesn't matter if you get approved for 20 to 50 to 100K. Regardless, you're still winning at the end of the day by applying yourself to business funding rather than not. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Applying themselves and separating the finances, even no matter, even if they only get like a lower limit. Yeah, because dynamic on depending on the person. And thanks you. Just want to give you a plug, just so people could support the journey as it continues to grow, because it's just the beginning for you, bro.
100%. So anybody who wants to follow my journey, you can follow me at IG. So it's gonna be Alex R. dot ODRIGUEZ, which is Rodriguez at. That's my at symbol. So if
What
anybody,
about
I'm sorry,
the TikTok? What about the TikTok?
the TikTok, man, I'm not really popping on the TikTok.
Oh, well, show that's a bro. We're gonna get you popping on TikTok. You gotta plug yourself up,
All
bro.
right, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So it's gonna be Alex R. dot Rodriguez. and then the A at the end. So there's after the Rodriguez, there's a A. So if you find me, go ahead and hit that follow. Follow me on the IG. And yeah, man, I
Yeah,
appreciate this.
your
And
link's gonna be in the bottom no matter what. Just want you to verbally say it. But yeah, this is Alex, who literally had no experience in business funding at all, had no experience with credit, LLC, anything. Figuring from that, and now he's in his brand new apartment over there, in a better location than the previous one. And it's just a beginning for him. 6 to 12 months from now, he's gonna be doubling his business income, probably even quadrupling his business income. Has access to the capital so he can scale a lot faster. And yeah, doesn't matter where you're at. We'll meet you where you're at. And shout out Alex, bro. Shout out Alex for taking a chance on himself, betting on himself, and it's only the beginning for you, bro.
let's go.
Any
Let's
last words
go.
you want to say there?
No,
Any
man, I
last words you want
appreciate.
to say?
Yeah, last words. I just have to say, I appreciate you a lot, man. As someone who's mentored me throughout the way, super helpful, man. You're a very good teacher at this, and I appreciate you, bro. It's been such a blessing working with you.
If you have any questions about business funding, go ahead and click the link in the bio. It's going to send you to my DM. After that, we can acquire, meet you where you're at. No matter where you're at, I'm going to be able to assist you. Even if you're not in a position to do it right now, there's always a plan that we can work out in order to get you to where you want to be in the near future. So, peace.